The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Into the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow.
A Q Media Group production.
And the serve just clears the top of the net. Played by the Bombers.
Local high school sports. Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe you tuned into the last game, and if not, well, welcome in to Hollenbeck Hall on the campus of St. Cloud State University, where we've got our second of two section championships here on our airwaves. This one going to be Braham and Pine River-Backus as we get started. This is going to be a fantastic game here this evening. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll also be joined by Adam Hefty. Adam Hefty, thanks so much for joining me here this evening. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. A rematch from earlier this season. Braham coming away with a victory over Pine River-Backus. Both top seeds in their subsections, both coming away with victories. Both kind of had a struggle to get through the number 2 seeds. And Braham, it was Belgrade Bruton El Rosa, and then Pine River-Backus was able to beat Cass Lake Bena in overtime, both on Tuesday night. So, I mean, this is going to be a fun one.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and before we get too deep into the Here's the Pitch pregame show, we're going to go ahead and hear a word from our fine sponsors because, well, we obviously can't do it without them. They are the reason we get to come out here and call these games. They're also the reason that we get to bring you this game for free. Remember that. We are doing this for free. We get to bring you it for free because of our fine sponsors. So let's hear a word from them, then we'll be back with more on the Here's the Pitch pregame show.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Looking for bingo with a bang? Saturday, March 28th, 2 p.m. Gun Bingo at Dock Sports Bar and Grill in Sturgeon Lake. You get a chance to win firearms instead of cash. Yep, shotguns, rifles, pistols, bingo. It's all for a great cause, supporting the East Central Spurs, a local chapter of Pheasants Forever. Great food, great fun, and prizes with a bang. Make a day of it. Visit DocSportsBarSturgeon.com to pre-register. Gun Bingo! Saturday, March 28th, Docks in Sturgeon Lake.
Back here on WCMP, I'm so used to saying nice 95.5. That's not where we're at. We're on 100.9 FM, Cool Country WCMP. This Section 5 Single A Girls Basketball Championship game here on WCMP sees the Pine River-Backus Tigers take on the Braham Bombers. And, well, if you're wondering, you might be saying to yourself, man, it seems like Braham has been there quite a few times. Well, they have, and there's a reason why. This team has a pedigree of fantastic girls basketball. So there's no reason they shouldn't be back in this game. The last 2 years they fell in the section championship to Walker Hackensack Akeley. This year, there is a kind of a consensus around a lot of people. This is Braham's year.
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at these teams on paper, it certainly would look like it's Braham's year. However, Pine River-Backus has something to say about it, too. They were the last undefeated team in Section 5A. Their first loss to these Braham Bombers. And, yeah, so they're looking for revenge here, the Tigers are.
Well, there is a lot to go through in this game, but we're going to start with looking at the playoffs for both of these teams as we get started here in the Here's the Pitch pregame show. We will touch on Braham a lot because there's a lot to talk about with this team. But you're also kind of the expert there as well. But looking at the section playoffs, you kind of mentioned it. Both teams number one in the East and the West. This section, I should say, gets split up into two, East and West. Pine River-Backus in the West, Braham in the East. Go figure, they're on those sides of the state. Well, somewhat. Pine River-Backus came in as the number 1 seed. They beat Long Prairie Gray Eagle 79-40 in the first round. So they kind of had their way there. Then they came into the second round and they beat Bertha Hewitt 70-54. Then you mentioned it. It was that game against Cass Lake Benna where it wasn't quite so lopsided. In fact, it was a close game. They beat them, but it was 55-51. So you look at that game and you're going, wait, what happened? But you got to remember, Cass Lake Benna was also the number 2 seed coming into the playoffs.
And it was much closer than that. Cass Lake Benna had a, I believe, 44-36 lead with 2 minutes left to play in regulation. Pine River-Backus was able to make a furious comeback, tie things up, send it to overtime, and come away with a victory over Cass Lake Benna.
So that was the semifinal for them. That's how they got into the championship game. Meanwhile, for Braham, they were the number 1 seed. No play-in game on east side as they got Hinckley Finlayson. Well, they took care of business, 63-23. Then they beat Uppsala, 67-39. But then it was BBE. And they won that game, again, 64-51. But Adam, you were there. That's not quite the whole story.
They weren't able to get anything going offensively there in the early going, getting down 18-4 to the Jaguars. Coach Loy called a timeout. I asked him after the game, I said, hey, what did you say to your team when you got down that big, that early? He said, this is a game of runs. It's going to be a game of runs and not to get too high and not to get too low. And that's exactly what they did. They immediately went on an 11-1 run and then took the lead very quickly after that, taking the lead in the halftime break 30-26, and really didn't look back as Belgrade Brute and El Rosa was able to keep pace with them through about half that second half. But Braham really kind of pulled away with it towards the back half of that second half. And we talk a lot about this Bomber team, and that's kind of how this team is built. They just lean on you. You might be able to handle their defensive pressure for 8 minutes, 18 minutes. But then once you get into that 20, 25 minutes, that's when it really takes the effect. And you see a lot of Braham games that finish that way.
Well, we know, I do, maybe not everybody, but this Braham team is a solid team. I know you've been around this team in more ways than I can count, but what is it about this team that makes them so special? We're not going to even talk about, this is their year and everything, but what just makes them so special?
It really is the game plan around their strengths. They're a very defensive team. They're long. They're a long team, fast team. And, these players have been playing this type of basketball, this exact type of basketball, for a decade now. So, they are used to it, they are good at it, and they know this defense inside and out.
We look at these two teams on the season, obviously playoffs included in these records, but Pine River-Backus, 25-4. I want to note one of the biggest things, and we're going to go and look at Braham at this same thing. Pine River-Backus, 17 wins in section. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, you can't. We talk about this Braham squad, about how they're really good, and they seem to be the heir apparent to this section. But really, you look at the Tigers over on the other side, and they have a say in this as well. This is not going to be a gimme for the Bombers. In fact, I would say it's a 50-50 game, I think. I think it could go either way because both teams come in very strong. When talking to Coach Loy, he was talking about this Tigers team being able to shoot the basketball really well. And when you're able to do that, if you find the shots to fall, you can either get back into the game really quickly, or if you're already leading in that game, you can bury your opponent.
Well, 17 wins is impressive. They only had one loss. Adam, who was that to?
That was to the Braham Bombers. Braham won, I believe, by 14. It wasn't really that close. Looking at, I have the scorecard right in front of me with Ella Brewer scoring 16 points, and then 3 players scoring 11, so they're a well-rounded team. But what really sticks out there in that second half is the threes that they hit. They hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes in that second half alone, and that allowed them to make it a game. Braham was able to finish them off and do what they do, but Pine River-Backus did not go away.
No, they certainly didn't, but I remember looking at that one because, as you've mentioned, PRB at that time, undefeated, and they looked like the best team in maybe all of state. But Braham came in and just said, nah, we're the best one in state.
It was a statement game, really, for the Bombers.
I think so at that point as well, because just the way the season had kind of gone up to that point, it was kind of like, okay, what is the team going to be? And then it was Pirate Rex. It was like, oh, okay, yep, that's the kind of team. And that leads me into Braham. 14 wins in the section. That's impressive, but the most impressive part, 0 losses.
0 losses in the section. Those 6 games, 6 losses. Coming into the game on Tuesday, Coach Lloyd was saying that each of those 6 losses were against teams that were still playing.
Yep.
So when we went into that Pine River-Backus game, they scheduled difficult. They lost the games they were probably supposed to lose. They were winning the games that they were supposed to win. But what were they going to do with those linchpin games, those crossroad games, the 50-50 games? And I think they had an answer when they played the Tigers.
They really did. Now, we're going to dive into these teams a little bit. For Pine River-Backus, highest scoring offense in the section, and right behind them, Braham. Pine River-Backus scores 70 points per game, Braham 64. But here's where things completely look different. Braham, defensively, they only allow 42 points per game, while Pine River-Backus is at about 50. I know there's some good defenses out there, and I know that there are ones who have a little bit of have a better defense, and I just want to see quick if they were still playing, which the one is, and I'm looking at the rest. No, the other one has been eliminated. So of all the teams remaining in the state, which would at this point be the section championship games, they're the second best defense in the entire state of basketball, and we really shouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah, no, that's where their identity is. It's on the defensive side. Even their offense relies so much on their defense, and they are able to make a lot of those 64.4 points a game off of turnovers after long rebounds, and it's really how they were successful.
Now, you mentioned those 6 losses, and some of them that they might have probably maybe should have lost, or ones they were supposed to. Maybe not should have, but ones they were supposed to. Looking at those games, one of them is Hillcrest Lutheran, okay? 133 QRF. They beat Mayor Lutheran, by the way, who was a state entrant, in the first game of the season, no less. They lost to Crosby.
Beat Mayor Lutheran on the road.
Yeah. They lost to Crosby, lost to Malacca, who we just watched, lost to Mountain Iron Buell, lost to Proctor.
In the same week.
And then lost to Foley, who barely lost to Foley in the semifinal by 4 points. So you look at those teams that they lost to, and it's like, whoa, those are great teams. Looking at the QRFs of the teams they lost to, let's see, the lowest QRF they lost to was a 133.
Yeah, that's pretty darn good.
You get it to this point in the season, there really aren't any it's all 160 or 50 and above. So they really didn't lose to bad teams. Let's put it that way.
Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, a single A team, it is so difficult to get to 133 in single A. It is so difficult. You have got to be a really good team in single A to get up that high.
Well, they play out of 6 single A, and I went by them. They are still alive. They are in their championship game against Breckenridge, and with the way it looks like they have the advantage. The other team, Mayor Lutheran, yeah, guess what? Still alive in their section champion. So you look at over half the teams they played made it to a section championship game. Half the teams they lost to, over half, made it to. The only one that didn't is Crosby Ironton, and that was a
surprise.
I'm not going to say it was. I know everybody else thinks it. I look at that section, I knew it was not going to be easy for Crosby Ironton to get out of that section, just because there were, I think, 4 or 5 teams that had a legit chance at making the section championship. So I kind of, although I don't want to say I'm not surprised, but I'm also not too surprised. I can't say I'm surprised. But going into this team for Braham, we've seen not Mayo, Pine River-Backus. Taking a look, we'll go ahead and quickly touch on their 4 losses on the season, because I'm going to tell you, it's not to bad teams either. Braham, oh wow, weird. Then they lost to Mountain Iron Buell. Oh wow, weird, a really good team. Kelhire Northome. Oh, wow, a really good team. And Monaga. Oh, wow, a really good team. So, and though a few of those are AA, so they did lose to some really good teams. But let's talk about this Braham team, the seniors on the squad, because you know, not just know them from well, I guess it would be basketball. You know them personally.
Well, yeah, I was their youth coach for quite a while when they started their basketball journey. Emily Davis, the Golly twins, Avery Shockman. Jenna Beck moved here after those youth years. But, yeah, I was able to coach them, and it was a pleasure to coach them, learning about how they tick and how they play. And, I was talking about it here earlier in this pregame. They've been playing this type of defense for a decade now. I wasn't exaggerating. They have been playing this in-your-face defense. They are not afraid to get in your face defensively.
I want you to give us, as again, you're the Braham expert, keys to this game. Give us the keys, then tell us what the difference is going to be for them to get to state.
Well, I really want them to be disciplined defensively, because Pine River-Backus can shoot the basketball really well. If they're disciplined defensively, they won't be able to beat them. Offensively, it's all about being, I suppose you could say, disciplined in their half-court sets as well. I was able to watch them shoot the ball really well against Belgrade Bruton-El Rosa, and we were thinking, hey, if they're able to be successful in the half-court sets, who's going to stop this team? And, they were able to go on that run against a very good Belgrade Bruton-El Rosa team because they were able to hit their shots. Emily Davis hit, I think, 3 huge threes to pull away for the Bombers. Bridget Golly also hit one big 3 as BBE was getting within 4 points at one point. So when they're making their shots, who's going to stop them?
Right. So that I think that's the key. Can they get? Yeah. Is that more the key? Can they get on a roll early?
I would hope so. It's one of those things where you can't really force the ball into the basket.
I guess you can.
You can.
What's a slam dunk then?
You can earn your way to good shots. You can earn your way into high percentage shots, but you can't will them in the basket. And I think we saw that. I think we saw that in the game here for Malacca. The shots just weren't falling. They were getting decent shots. They just weren't falling.
I'm going to quote Andy Beckstrom because he's not here tonight. Not all good shots will fall, and not all bad shots will miss. So
that's true. That's true.
I'm going to quote him. No, I'm obviously just messing around. But
he's not wrong. And if Pine River-Backus isn't able to shoot the ball well at either, I think that's advantage Braham. So I think it's really going to start defensively once again for Braham, and that's a really good place for them to be.
I am not going to be the main guy here tonight. It is going to be Adam Hefty. He's the expert. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back from said break. He is going to take over the broadcasting, the play-by-play duties. I'm going to be the color commentator because I'm just such a good guy. No, I'm kidding. No, but that's how we're going to do this one. So thanks so much for tuning in to the Here's the Pitch pregame show. We're going to come back after fine sponsors, and then our starting lineups will be announced.
At First National Bank of Malacca, with offices in Malacca, Isle, Gilman, and Zimmerman, they pride themselves on providing small-town, personalized customer service with updated technology solutions that allow you to bank with them anytime, anywhere, whether you value calling or stopping in to talk to a real live banker, or value the convenience of online or mobile banking. They've got you covered. If you're looking for a bank that cares about you or your community, come to First National Bank at one of their 4 branch offices. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Get your quote today at pineagency.us. Pineagency.us.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Yes, and welcome back here on WCMP. I'm Adam Hefty, joined by Ethan Game Day Gilman here at the campus of St. Cloud State University, home of the Huskies, as we have the visiting well, I suppose they're not visiting. They're the Pine River-Backus Tigers, who are led off by Leah Evelyn, Kaylee Johnson, Ella Brewer, Sawyer Tullenchick, and Mimi Bukers. Beckers. The Bombers starting with Avery Schockman, Emily Davis, Mackenzie Golly, Morgan Rysdam, and Jenna Beck.
Well, the Tigers are the designated away team because they will wear their white. Braham will get the home side of the court. So advantage, I don't know. I don't know if there's any advantage with that. You look at the student sections. I can't see Braham's, unfortunately.
They're not there. I heard it was camouflage day, but how are we supposed to know?
Oh, we love to have fun.
Both student sections coming out strong, and that's what we like to see.
Yeah, we absolutely do, and that plays. And I know it may not be a big factor, but it does play a little bit of a factor in the game because when the student section get into it, man. You can be kind of affected on the other side of the court because, well, then you're second guessing, hey, is that oh, wait, did I dribble? Wait. So student sections have a lot of fun in these games, and I can't wait to see what happens here with this one. Braham obviously is no stranger to this section championship game. The last 2 years, it's been Walker, Hackensack, Hinckley they fell to. I really do, Adam, I know it may be wrong to say it this early. I really do think this is their year.
Well, you would hope so. I mean, they have built this team, and this is their year. They have, youth on their team that for the future, but this senior group, it's senior laden as they have 4 seniors play heavily.
Now I hear students, but I still can't. No, just kidding.
It is going to be Jenna Beck and
Ella
Brewer at half court for the tip.
Now we've got our rules analyst to my left here. He'll be here to be our rules analyst, Mr. Chris Gable.
Tip is going to be won by the Bombers as Emily Davis will set up the offense. Rysdam has it on the far side wing. She'll dribble it out. She is double teamed by this Tiger defense. Mackenzie Golly taking it inside to Davis. Recovery really well there by the Tigers. Schockman will drive in the lane. Shot is up. That doesn't fall. But Golly comes down with the rebound. Up. Good. Good start there by the Bombers. Good half-court set. That's going to be Beckers getting it over to Johnson, who's going to set up the offense for the Tigers. Tullencheck on the far side wing. Over to Brewer. Brewer driving down the right side of the lane. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebound to Beck.
Oh, no,
Beck loses it. It's going to be a turnover on the Bombers.
Oh,
Shot
man.
is up. That's no good. Good box out there by Golly, but the rebound will come down to Johnson. 3 is up. Good. That is Leah Evelyn for 3, and the Tigers take a 3-2 lead.
I was about to say that I'm not surprised that Beck got the rebound, but she lost it, which is a surprise.
Schockman will get it to Beck. Cross-court pass going to Davis for 3 from the wing. That's no good. Rebound into the hands of Rysdam. She'll go up and get in.
Well, if there's one thing we know about Rysdam, she's going to be everywhere. And I mean everywhere. And she showed it right there. She will get her hands on the ball no matter where she is on the court.
And a turnover there by the Tigers. What's really sticking out here in the early going, a minute and a half through, Braham with a couple of offensive rebounds already.
Well, and that's going to be key for them because if you're going to beat a team who can shoot well like Pine River-Backus, what can you do to combat that? Yes, defensive rebounds, but getting more opportunities for your offense. And I know a Booker McFarland statement coming up here, but scoring more than they do, simply put.
Schockman will have it on the far side wing. She's defended really well there by Johnson. And a foul is going to be called on Johnson.
A little too well. Yeah, there's too much contact there. She got into her a little bit, and she was okay, but then she took that extra step forward, and that's where the contact came from. If she would have stayed put, although she would have had to let her go, she wouldn't have drawn the foul.
Golly will have it in the corner. Back to Shockman. Shockman with the spin. Back to Golly. Trying to get it inside to Beck. She'll lose it, and it'll be stolen away by Tulenchek.
I don't like that one because they're trying to force it into Beck. The defender was all over her that time. I would have liked to see them go somewhere else.
Evelyn from way outside. No good. Ball will go out of bounds Braham's way.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what she saw there. I know she was open, but you got to find a better look, I think. Especially for this Braham team because they're so good at getting rebounds. You might want to find a better look.
4-3 is the Braham lead. 2 minutes gone here in this one. As Davis will set up the offense over to Rysdam. Rysdam to the elbow and Beck. Gets it to Davis. Davis thought about it. She'll drive instead. Kicks it out to Golly. Golly will take a baseline.
Ooh.
Throws it into nothing, but Shockman able to track it down. Trying to get it to Davis, but it is stolen away by Johnson. And it's stolen back as Beck will come away with it. Up ahead to Golly. Golly going down the left side of the lane. Shot is up. That's blocked there by Beckers.
That's just a good block there by Beckers. A really good job there by her to get that arm up. Let the shot go and let her arms go through without making contact.
Brewer driving down the lane. Loses it. Gets it back. Finds a teammate. Back to Brewer. Brewer into the corner. 3 is up. 3 is off the front of the rim. No good. And Rysdam comes down with the rebound.
This is where they can really do some damages in transition. Pine River-Backus got back real quick, but that is where we're going to look tonight to see some more scoring from
Golly
Braham.
thought about a 3. Gets it to Shockman for 3. That's no good. Rebound into the hands of Tulenchek.
Yeah, just no one there for Braham. They're out of position to get that rebound. Really good position there for Tulenchek.
Brewer will set up the offense for the Tigers. Gets a screen. Switch to Golly. And Evelyn has it. She's defended by Rysdam. Gets a screen. A switch. Ball is tipped in the air into the hands of Beck.
Good defense there. They bothered them. They had no chance to go anywhere, and Beck winds up the recipient of the steal.
Shockman shot is no good. Into the hands of Johnson. Johnson getting it cross-court pass to Beckers. Beckers gets it over to Brewer for 3. That's no good, and that'll go out of bounds. Braham basketball.
Well, great job here by Braham. Just let that one go. They're playing really good defense. They're forcing Pine River-Backus to shoot way quicker than I think they want to right now, but we're going to get a timeout by Braham.
Yep, timeout by Braham. We'll take this opportunity to take a timeout ourselves, if that's all right. Maybe. No, we'll just keep it here, I guess, as we have some March Madness theme going on behind us. That's, right for the time.
It is, and this game early on, I think both teams are still settling. One of the biggest things I've seen from Braham is the fact that they're able to get some rebounds here offensively, but also both teams are rushing things just a little bit. We know Braham can play fast. I think right now, if they slow it down, not a lot.
Yeah, just a half beat.
They are going to start to pull away, and it's not going to be close.
Yeah, just a half beat, and that'll get them a little more in control. 14:07 left to play as we are back from timeout. Braham leads 4-3 over Pine River-Backus. As Davis will jog the ball up. 2-3 zone being deployed. Nope, it's going to be man-to-man.
Lenez is in the game for Braham now for Beck.
Shockman has it on the far side wing. Getting it to Lenez in the mid-range. Inside to Davis. Davis on the left side. Up good.
Yeah, that's a really good play there. And Davis just did a really good job of recognizing, hey, I've got an open shot. She needs to take it. Now Davis gets the steal.
Davis with the steal. Layup good. Couple buckets in a row there by Emily Davis. Puts the Bombers up 8-3.
Well, they were playing some good half-court defense, and they just forced a turnover. And
that is exactly what you don't want to do, as Pine River-Backus is forced to call a timeout because the Braham defense caught number 13 Brewer in the coffin corner, and out of all the spots on the floor, that is one of the 4 that you don't want to be in.
Hey, I'm pretty good on that on a Madden mini game, but yeah, they've gotten, after their scoring, they like to go into that half-court defense, and it's so tough to get around, and you're lucky if you don't get a turn the ball over, because Braham is so advantageous at getting that ball and turning it back into offense the other way. So a timeout was necessary there for Pine River-Backus, but Braham has, with one shot, fallen into rhythm, and now You better look out because it could go their way quickly.
Yeah, 8-3 now, a couple buckets in a row. Actually, 6 straight points for the Bombers, and Pine River-Backus needed to settle their team down to get back on track. The inbound will go to Beckers. Beckers will get a screen. She'll drive, gets cut off, and it's going to be stolen by Lenez. Shockman picks up her dribble, needing some help, finds it in Davis.
Well, that was a fairly easy steal. She just kind of stuck her hand out there and took it right to herself.
Shockman will drive in the lane. Shot is up. That's no good. She'll get her own rebound. Dribbles it out baseline. Gets it to Lenez. Lenez over to Golly on the elbow. Thought about it. Gets it inside, and it's going to be stolen by Brewer. Brewer loses it, but into the hands of Evelyn.
I didn't like the shot initially from Shockman, but she was able to go and chase after her own rebound to get it. But I would have liked to seen her find maybe a little bit higher percentage shot. That one was just a tough one.
Brewer will get it to Evelyn. Back to Brewer. Brewer's shot is up. No good. Rebound into the hands of Tulenchek, and a traveling violation called on Tulenchek.
So Tulenchek with the travel. Now we're going to get a substitution. Bridget Golly will check in for Avery Shockman.
Yeah, Bridget Golly in for Avery Shockman. And that's not a bad move because it looked like Shockman wasn't quite comfortable quite yet offensively. As Davis will set up the offense, getting it to Lenez on the far side wing. Inside to Mackenzie Golly, and a foul is going to be called on Evelyn. That was touchy.
Well, I'm going to go to our rules expert, Chris Gable. That a good foul call, or is that a steal? What are we seeing there? So in case you didn't hear, he said it was the angle she came in at. That's why it's a good call.
Lenez from the mid-range. That's no good. Rebound into the hands of Evelyn, and she's going to be fouled by Bridget Golly. It'll be the first foul on the Bombers here with 12:22 left to go in the first half.
Well, that's the thing. This team just doesn't, they're so smart. They don't foul real often. And even if they do get into a little bit of foul trouble, they're smart enough not to do. Well, here's Ryzam with the steal.
Nobody's catching Morgan Ryzam up on the left side and gets it to go, and she has 4.
I like the fact that she went to the basket and geared down. She didn't drive as fast as she could. She geared down when she got towards the basket.
And that is a really tough spot to be in, as Evelyn did the smart play, though, in chaos, knocking it off the foot of Morgan Ryzam.
We know how fast Morgan Ryzam is. A few times this year we've seen her go to the basket like that off a steal and miss because she was too quick. That was a really smart play to gear down, and then almost getting another steal here on this near sideline.
Brewer driving, gets cut off by Lenez. Mid-range jumper is no good, but Lenez is going to get called for the foul.
That was close, but...
That's going to be called on Morgan Ryzam.
Yeah, it was tough to see through all that traffic who actually had the hand on it there. They call Lenez, and you probably could have got one of maybe 3 different Bombers there.
Brewer at the line for 2. Misses the first one.
Well,
maybe it's the lack of a student section for Braham that is really causing that miss.
I was just about to say.
It really throws you off guard here.
You could hear him screaming.
Yeah, you can. It's like a disembodied voice. Second free throw is up and good. So Ella Brewer splits a pair to cut the lead to 6. Ryzam will bring it up for the Bombers. Gets it to Bridget Golly. Over to Beck. Beck, who's in the ball game. Her mid-range jumper is no good. And fighting for it was Bridget Golly, but it goes into the hands of Beckers.
I like that shot from Beck. It's a good look. Nobody there. Wide open from the free throw line. Why not? But just a little too strong.
Evelyn hesitated there on that 3. Gets it over to Tulenchek. Tulenchek is going to take the 3. That's good.
Well, maybe not an ideal spot to take it, but she did anyways, and she's going to get it to fall.
10-7 is the Bomber lead. Beck in the lane. Layup is up. Good.
Well,
it was almost too easy.
Yeah, there's no stopping Beck. She's so smart about where to set up. She knows exactly where she needs to be, when she needs to be there, and the timing of the pass. She knows how quickly it gets there and then how quick she is to get to the basket. She is quicker than she looks. Let me tell you that. She plays softball here, Adam. She is quicker on those base paths, and she's showing it off here tonight.
Johnson will drive. She'll have it and pass it out to Evelyn. Nice pass inside to Tulenchek. Kicks it out to Brewer. That's off the heel, no good. Rebound into the hands of Lenez. Ryzam will bring it up the court for the Bombers, getting into the hands of Shockman. Shockman over to Beck. Beck over to Shockman. Thought about it. She'll drive. Shot is up. Rims out, no good. Ball's loose into the hands of both Rysdam and Tullenchick. It'll be a jump ball into the hands of the Tigers.
I like the shot fake and then the drive to take a closer shot from Schockman. That was a really smart play there by her to try and find something better. Unfortunately, just missed there. Now we'll see a substitution here for PRB. Margaret Crimmins into the game.
Braham in the full court press. Evelyn will take the inbound. She's defended really well there by Morgan Rysdam. Brewer, 10-second violation is in danger, and it's going to be a 10-second violation.
Now, I will say they almost got there, but it was right at that last pass that it clicked down. So I know PRB is upset, but that was the right call.
So 12-7 is the Braham lead. 10:06 left to play in the first half.
But there's that defense again, Adam. I mean, they just make it impossible for you to drive anywhere.
Lenez driving. Shot is up, no good. And it's going to be hit out of bounds by the Tigers.
I think it was Beckers who got another block that time on the shot. Again, it's so hard to get a block and not draw a foul, but she did a really good play there to do that.
Schockman in the corner, and an offensive foul called on the Bombers.
I think they're going to get back.
It's going to get back. It'll be her first.
She looks to coach and says, hey, what do I need to do? Where did that come from? How do I do this? Love to see that they're able to go to coach right away and just be like, hey, what'd I do?
Yeah, it shows growth. As Beckers will bring it up the sideline. She's got a clear lane to the basket, trying to get it inside, and it's going to be on the floor in a jump ball, Braham basketball.
Oh, there you go. I think that was unfortunate there for PRB because that was I don't know why she didn't just finish to the basket. I think that would have been the smarter play.
Yeah, she had a clear line to the basket.
But she tried to make a last-second pass, and, yeah, it really worked against her.
Davis gets it to Schockman up the sideline. Inside to Beck.
Ooh.
Beck loses it, but into the hands of Lenez. Schockman has it at the top of the key.
Beck.
And she's going to be fouled there by number 13, Ella Brewer. It'll be her first, team's third.
Beck simply didn't know that pass was coming, and she's lucky enough just to tip it out to a few of her teammates who were there, and they are lucky to get this ball back. So they need to settle it down a little bit. They're moving fast, which is okay, but they're moving too fast right now. Just step it down a half.
Beck in the lane. And a traveling violation on Beck.
Yeah, there was a lot of defenders there around her, and she tried to move around. Unfortunately, she shuffled the feet a little too much. Meanwhile, PRB has got a little bit of something going the other way, but nice job there by Lenez.
Yeah, Becker picks up her dribble, able to get it to number 10, Crimmins, and Beck just with the theft up ahead to Avery Schockman, and she gets it to go.
Well, Beck showing that, hey, I can do it too.
She has quick hands.
She does. She has but that again goes back to the smarts. She's just so smart as to where to be, when to be there.
Brewer from a deep three into the hands of Lenez, and Davis doesn't have the numbers. She'll get it out to Schockman. Schockman trying to get it inside to Lenez, but defended really well by the Tigers. Davis has it for three. That's up. That's good. Emily Davis. She has come out of her shell offensively in the past weeks.
Well, she was sitting there waiting for it, and as soon as she grabbed it, there was a look in her eye that she was not gonna miss, and she didn't. And we've seen that from her throughout the season. It's just been a consistency thing. But, man, what a good shot there.
Brewer gets a screen by Crimmins. Out to Beckers. Beckers to Evelyn. Evelyn will take the three. That's up. That's no good. Rebound to Beck. Davis up ahead to Lenez. Lenez, layup up, no good, and it's going to be a block there by Ella Brewer. Defended really well by Brewer.
Another block by PRB.
Beckers to Crimmins. Brewer gets a screen. She'll take the three. That's up. That's no good. Rebound into the hands of Bridget Golly.
Oh.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Tigers basketball.
Well, I just went to a rules expert here, Chris Gable, and even he was surprised there was no foul on that one. He was thinking there was a push there, so surprised that there was no foul there.
Bridget Golly and Morgan Rysdam back in for the Bombers. Tullenchick will get it to Brewer. Brewer defended by Davis. Evelyn here on the near side wing, trying to get it inside, defended well by Lenez. Evelyn will go up to the top of the key and set up the offense. Goes to the far side wing and Tullenchick. Tullenchick getting it to the elbow, and Crimmins Beckers outside to Evelyn for 3. Big shot there by Leah Evelyn.
Now
and that shot was manufactured in the best way.
Well, they've scored exclusively from the three-point line or beyond here this evening. They don't want to drive inside on this Braham defense right now. Meanwhile, here
Davis
comes,
answers.
Davis with a 3, man.
She has double figures already.
Well, that's one thing you don't want to get into with Braham, a shooting contest like that, because I'll take Braham.
Evelyn sets up the offense to Crimmins. Crimmins on the near side wing, trying to get it inside. Really face guarded really well by Golly, but it's out to Brewer for 3. That's short. Rebound into the hands of Rysdam. Rysdam up ahead to
far.
Davis. Davis, nice find and Shockman. Lenez out to Rysdam. Saves it into the hands of Davis, and the Bombers now can reset.
What a save by Rysdam.
Shockman here on the near side wing. Gets it to Lenez in the corner. Back to Shockman. 13 on the shot clock. Nice cut there by Rysdam. Doesn't get it to go. Good cut there by Rysdam, but really good defense there by Crimmins as Emily Davis is called for the foul.
That is all because of Crimmins there. That's not easy to do against Rysdam when Rysdam's cutting in like that. But Crimmins did a good job just keeping her position, keeping her feet planted, and making a good play, keeping her hands up too.
20-10 is the Bomber lead. 6.5 left to play in this first half. It'll be Kaylee Johnson bringing it up for the Tigers as Ava Kunke is in for the first time for the Bombers. Tulenchik picks up her dribble, gets it out to Brewer. Brewer will dribble down the lane. Defended well there by Mackenzie Golly, and she'll force a turnover, and it'll be Bomber basketball.
Yeah, just really good defense again by Braham, and that's why PRB does not want to drive inside. They know that there are going to be hands of Braham there to defend, and more times than not, they're going to get a steal, so they're trying to shoot exclusively outside, but at some point, you're going to have to try and drive harder inside because, well, you can't consistently shoot 70% from outside.
Mackenzie Golly will get it to Kunke. To Davis. Outside to Shockman. Shockman getting it to Davis. Davis. Shot fake. She'll drive. Layup is up. That's no good. Rebound to Golly. No good, but a foul is going to be called, and Mackenzie Golly will head to the line for 2.
I was really curious as to why they doubled Shockman on the top of the key because then they left 2 players on the far side open, whether a 3 or a drive, and they wind up not paying for it there, they still do get the foul to send Golly to the line.
Kenzie Golly draws a second foul on Kaylee Johnson here in the first half. First one is up, first one is wide.
We got the Finding Nemo Seagulls on the PRB student section. If you don't have kids, you might not know that reference, but that was when I was growing up, so I absolutely know that reference, and so do my kids. So
Leah Evelyn back in for the Tigers. Golly's second is up and good, so she splits a pair. Getting to the sideline as Beckers gets cut off there by Mackenzie Golly. Evelyn defended by Rysdam. She'll set up the offense, gets a screen. She'll refuse the screen, passes it to Brewer. Brewer, 20 feet from the basket, gets it out to Beckers for 3. That's no good. Rebound into the hands of Shockman.
She did a good job there being patient, letting those 2 players go after it, and then realizing, hey, I can set up here and probably get one if it's not.
Rysdam got a little too far under the basket. Layup doesn't go. Beckers down the lane, out to Evelyn for 3. That's up. No good. They needed that one. Good blocks out there by Ava Kunke.
Shockman with another rebound.
Davis up ahead to Kunke. Layup is up, no good. And the rebound will come down to Crimmins.
I'm okay with that drive by Kunke because you draw the foul there, you're going to the line anyway, so might as well try and drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Brewer setting up the offense, defended by Davis. Drives through, layup up, good.
Oh, wow.
Big shot there by Crimmins.
That's an impressive shot by Brewer to get that one to fall. She was off balance, off target, but she still dropped it in for 2.
Shockman driving out to Golly. Golly getting it to Shockman. She'll drive inside, blocked from behind there by Brewer.
Yeah, I didn't quite like that offensive possession there. Well,
and turnover there by the Bombers, or by the Tigers, but another turnover by the Bombers. and a carrying violation is going to be called. So dueling turnovers, adding another turnover, will get the ball back to the Bombers here with 4:15 left to play in the first half.
PRB will get a new young lady into the game for the first time tonight, Ariana Burns. She'll check in. But, it's still a low-scoring game, which Bombers are okay with. They're actually, I don't want to say would rather have this, but this is the kind of game that we see them slowly wear on a team, and then it slowly starts to go their way.
Davis has it. She'll set up the offense, trying to get it inside, but defended well. Mackenzie Golly, both Gollies are in there right now. Rysdam driving in the lane, and a blocking violation going to be called on Ariana Burns, and that is...
So, looking to our rules expert at first, I didn't know, but no, Chris Gable saying, yep, that is a good call.
She shifted just ever so slightly.
So it will be an inbound, and it will not be a shooting foul, Adam.
So just the 5th foul on the Tigers. 3:51 left to play here in this first half. Finding her sister wide open on the block. Mackenzie Golly gets it to go, and she has 5.
Well, I think one of the biggest things here in this first half, Adam, is the fact that Morgan Rysdam, 4 points.
Yeah.
Everyone else is getting it done.
Brewer will take the 3. Good. Ella Brewer with her first 3 of the night, cutting the lead to 8, 23-15.
Well, and you're okay with that because it's been so few and far between for PRB that Braham has scored 4 or 5 points by the time they're able to get one of those long threes to fall. So you're okay with that? Well, yes, Loy will want to see them tighten up a little bit and notice where the screens are coming from. You're okay with it because, again, you score 3, 4, or 5 points in between those.
Beckers loses it on the way through. Out to Brewer. Back-to-back threes. No good. Rims out. Well, rebound into the hands of Davis.
She got it there, but I wasn't so sure on that one. Could have had a higher percentage shot, I thought.
Davis brings it up for the Bombers. Spin move. Inside to Beck. Beck.
Oh, that.
And a jump ball going to be called.
Beck is beside herself. She's like, why can't I get a foul? But there was a lot of hands on the ball that time, so it was close, I'll tell you that much.
So it's going to be Tiger basketball after the tie-up. Beckers up the sideline, gets poked out of there by Rysdam, and it'll go out of bounds.
Rysdam wants that one back because that was the easiest steal for life that she got both hands around it. She went for the poke, and it went out of bounds. But if she would have had that one again, she'd just go and take it with both hands because it was wide open for her. Oh,
ball is loose, picked up by Mackenzie Golly, getting it to Davis. Davis, nice fast break offense, getting it to Rysdam. What was beautiful about that was Davis saw Rysdam on her left side, moved over to the other side of the basket so she could create some space.
And now here's that full court press.
Evelyn gets it stolen away by Davis. Davis going on the left side, gets it to go.
She has been the key so far in this first half for Braham. She's got 3 steals and now well into double digits.
Driving, and that's going to be a block on Golly. That's going to be on Bridget Golly, her second.
Well, that's unfortunate there for Bridget Golly. Just trying to make a play, but that'll send PRB to the free throw line.
So it's going to be Buchers at the line for 2. First one is up. First one is good. Avery Schockman and Lauren Len is in for the Bombers. Sorry.
You're still okay though with that kind of foul because you know that your defense is willing to take those kind of shots. They're willing to be physical inside, and you like to see it, especially in a championship game. Well, now you're just sure that hey, we're going to be fine defensively, physicality-wise.
Evelyn's second is up and no good. Rebound into the hands of Rysdam. So the Tigers split a pair.
Yeah, 1 of 2 there for Buchers is, again, about 50% from the free throw to free.
Nice pass to Mackenzie Golly. That's no good. And the rebound to Buchers. Picked out of there, and that's going to be a foul on Mackenzie Golly, rather.
Well, that's one you would rather not see there. That's now the 6th. Well, again, only the 6th, but with this little time left, you would like to get Braham on a run here and not have to get any pauses because at this point, now you're just giving PRB free breaks.
Buchers getting it up ahead to Tulenchek. Layup up, no good. Rebound into the hands of Rysam. Rysam just stole it away. Bombers have numbers. Rysam will drive, kick it out to Davis. Ball fake, she'll drive in the lane. Layup up, no good. Rebound into the hands of the Tigers.
I would have liked to have seen her take that three.
Buchers will throw it up off of the Bombers, out of bounds. Tigers basketball. 27-16 is the Braham lead. A minute and a half left to go in the first half. The inbound will go to Buchers. Evelyn getting it to Johnson. Johnson to Brewer. Brewer gets a screen. Over to Buchers. Buchers kicks it out to Evelyn. Three is up. Three is no good. Into the hands of Davis. Davis bringing it up. Davis, cross-court pass going to Schachman. Schachman, they're daring her to shoot. She will, and that's long into the hands of Buchers.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
She's hit those. Brewer will take the three. That's no good. Rebound into the hands of the Tigers. Good effort there by Tulenchek.
Braham was not set up great defensively on that play.
Nice pass to Tulenchek, gets it to go.
And they won't be set up great on that play either. They got a little bit behind the 8 ball that time defensively.
Braham leads 27-18. There's still a little bit more game clock than shot clock, so they can't take the last shot.
About a second and a half between the two.
Leniz's shot is no good. Rebound into the hands of Buchers. Buchers quickly up ahead. And it's going to be stolen away by Rysam. Rysam up ahead. Layup is up and doesn't fall into the hands of Johnson. Johnson loses control.
There's some contact there, I don't think.
Getting it to Brewer. Brewer from deep. A heave, no good. And that is how the first half will end as the Bombers take a 27-18 lead into the locker room over the Pine River-Backus Tigers. We'll take a break ourselves, and we'll hear a word from some of our sponsors.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business, with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
In service to one, in service to all, for over 100 years, the Pine City Knights of Columbus has donated thousands of dollars and volunteered countless hours to many great programs in the Pine City community. Stay tuned for more information about their upcoming events. They need your support at these events to help raise funds for the continued support of these programs.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle and Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit CFMotoUSA.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Did you know that at Pine City Family Chiropractic you can unwind and de-stress with a relaxing massage? Pine City Family Chiropractic is proud to offer massage therapy as an addition to your health and wellness goals. Our therapists are highly trained in many modalities from therapeutic to relaxing. Each of our therapists can customize your session to your specific needs. Call Pine City Family Chiropractic at 320-629-6717 to schedule your massage today.
Welcome back here on WCMP. Adam Hefty and Game Day Gilman here at the campus of St. Cloud State University, home of the Huskies, for your 5A championship game here between the Pine River-Backus Tigers and the Braham Bombers. Both teams top seeds coming out of their respective subsections. And Ethan, we knew it was going to be a good game coming into this one.
Well, we certainly did, and it has lived up to what we thought. I was really impressed by... I'm gonna kind of give a backhanded compliment, unfortunately, but I was really impressed with PRB's ability to shoot from as far outside as they did. In saying that, you cannot keep up that efficiency that long from that range. So, again,
that's exactly what Braham wants them to do.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that's what Braham is kind of leading them to do. It's like, hey, yeah, go ahead, shoot that, because all we're going to do then is get the rebounds and turn it into fast break offense. Now, we haven't seen as much fast break offense in this first half from Braham as I think they would even like, but they've done a good job when they scored, putting up that full court pressure and getting some turnovers, and I was really impressed by everyone not named Rysdam stepping up and making some plays, because you look at it, Rysdam only had 6 points in that first half, but it's not just offensively, it's defensively as well that they're getting the job done with many different players. Again, not named Rysdam. Yes, Rysdam will be talked about a lot in this game, especially in this second half, but everyone else was stepping up and making plays as well. We have really seen them become one as the season has come along.
Yeah, absolutely, especially defensively. They're not just a good defensive players. They are a good defensive team. They play really good team defense, and we saw that a couple times, forcing the Tigers into really tough situations there as they were bringing the ball up the court, getting into the coffin corner more than once, maybe even 3-4 times that they forced them into that position. If you notice, the Bombers kind of remind us of if you're going to look at it as a football analogy, when a team that shows a lot of pressure, but they don't blitz a lot. So they're full court press isn't. They do full court press, but it's not as intense as you would think. They want to force you. They want to bait you into where they want you to be.
Well, like I said it earlier on here, as we're here at the Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime show, I said it. They're okay with what PRB is doing because Braham's defense is playing well. But one of the reasons that I said is Braham's okay with this because they're going to tire them out. This defense will tire you out. Maybe it's fast, maybe it's slow. However long it takes, you're eventually going to get sick and tired of that Braham defense, and that's going to force you into turnovers. That's going to force you into some forced shots. That's going to force you into mental mistakes, and that is what they do so well is they put that pressure on, and then all of a sudden here come the mistakes. And it may not happen right away. It may not happen in the first half, but I guarantee you here to start the second half, the pressure will be turned up by Braham, and all of a sudden Pine River-Backus might just, I don't want to say get out of hand, But Pine River-Backus is going to find themselves on their heels.
Well, and what's even more dangerous is that Braham has gone deeper than they have over the past few weeks tonight. Bringing in Ava Kunke there for a few minutes. Bridget Golly came in a couple times for a couple minutes. Lauren Lenna's off the bench. They were able to get Morgan Rysdam a good couple minutes of rest. Same with Emily Davis. So, I mean, that really does not bode well for Pine River-Backus.
Well, I obviously can't say because you have been covering Braham the last couple of games. So I think that's great. So the fact that they have the confidence in the bench that they do to go and say, hey,
give us a couple minutes.
Yeah, give Rysdam a couple of minutes because I don't like to point out players as the best players on teams, but I think Rysdam is that for Braham. But when she is not out there, everyone else is stepping up in her place and doing it as a collective unit. It's not just one. It's not just the other. It's all five coming together and playing as one. Even when she's out there, again, she wasn't even the leading scorer. It was Emily Davis. And like you said, she's kind of come out of her shell here this year. But we've seen her do that throughout the regular season, and now it's paying off in the postseason.
Absolutely. Well, as we get both teams out there, we're going to get ready to start the second half, and we'll be back here on WCMP after a word from some of our sponsors.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Welcome back here on WCMP. Adam Hefty and Ethan Game Day Gilman here on the campus of St. Cloud State University as both top seeds of Section 5A from the east and the west side, Pine River-Backus Tigers going up against the east side, Braham Bombers. Braham leads here as we get the second half started, 27-18 over the Tigers. Ethan, what do you want to see from both squads here in the second half?
Well, I'm going to lean Braham just because they're our local team. I want to see like they've done all season. Come out in the second half and just pressure the you-know-what out of PRB. When they do that, they have been able to get things going their way so quickly in the second half that we've talked about this too on the morning show, that, it's a 9-point game. All of a sudden, it's a 25-point game, and you're like, when did that happen?
Davis will get the Bombers set up as they start the half with the basketball. Mackenzie Golly has it here on the near side wing into the corner to Shockman, trying to get it inside to
there
Beck.
was a hold that got missed. Wow, they missed that hold.
Yeah.
Beck, Buchers held Beck as she, excuse my language, almost, but she held Beck and she hugged her and pulled her back.
Evelyn will get it to Johnson. Johnson playing with 2 fouls. She'll pick up her dribble. Getting it to Brewer. Brewer on the near side wing, trying to get it inside. She'll dribble it up to Johnson, who's at the top of the key. Buchers will drive, kicks it out to Brewer. Brewer curls around, tough shot, falls.
Whoa. Well, that's an impressive shot to get to fall. That is, I think the second time she's made a shot like that and got it to fall.
Davis setting up the offense, getting it to Golly. Golly into the corner to Shockman. Shockman inside to Beck. Beck a little too far under the basket, gets it out to Rysdam for 3. That's long, out of bounds. Tiger basketball.
Will not see a miss like that from Rysdam too often. That is a rare miss wide that we just don't really see from her. Not that it doesn't happen, but it's just rare.
Buchers bringing it up for the Tigers. She'll get it cross court to Johnson. To Brewer, ball is loose. Still loose into the hands of Shockman. Shockman gets it to Davis. A 3-on-1 opportunity if they go quick. Davis to Golly. Golly back to Davis. They're daring her to shoot it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Shockman to the far side wing and Rysdam. Rysdam, cross-court pass going to Davis in the corner. Getting it inside to Beck. Beck to Rysdam. Rysdam, mid-range jumper is up good.
I think Beck did. I think she thought Rysam was a little bit closer than what she was, but luckily there was really no one there for PRB.
Brewer quickly up ahead. That's no good. Golly with a big-time rebound for the Bombers.
Well, trying to get lucky like she did on the last one, but not so on this shot.
Davis sets up the offense for the Bombers. 2 minutes gone here in the second half. Braham leads 29-20. Layup is up by Mackenzie. Golly gets it to go.
Beautiful find there by Jenna Beck. The no-look give underneath, realizing Golly's got the lane. Beautiful pass by Beck.
Bukers will get it to Johnson, getting it to the front court and Brewer.
I think they call that an assist, Adam.
A dime, the kids call it.
Is that what they're calling it now? I can't keep up with the vernacular.
Brewer at the top of the key, picks up the dribble, and it's going to be stolen away by Mackenzie Golly. She'll go in for the layup. Up, no good, but Davis is there to clean it up, and she'll get it to go.
Well, she had to fight for that one to get that one up to a shooting spot because she lost it on her hip, and she was still able to get it back. And even though she missed, there was Davis right there to get the rebound and put it back.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take a breath ourselves, and we'll take a break, and we'll be back here on WCMP.
ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Welcome back here on WCMP. Adam Hefty and Game Day Gilman here at St. Cloud State University for your Section 5A championship game.
They cut off an absolute jam. Footloose, man.
Evelyn will bring it up the court for the Tigers. She'll get trapped and lose it out of bounds. It'll stay Tigers basketball.
One thing that Rysam, and it's really the entire team, but Rysam did really well right there, and that's why I'm going to point it out, is she gets the chest to the shoulder, and she keeps her hands up, doesn't foul, and just glides with the player. Not many people can do that. This entire team seems to be able to do that.
And Morgan Rysam forces a turnover. It goes into the hands of Mackenzie Golly, but she loses her footing, and it goes out of bounds back to the Tigers.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Golly. She just lost her footing, but she got up with a smile, so good that she was able to smile about that one.
Evelyn will inbound it.
Ooh,
Ball is tipped at the point of attack by Rysam. She is just so long there.
Beck pulls in the steal.
Rysam will get it to Davis. She'll set up the offense, and they are okay with just taking some time off the clock.
Oh, yeah.
Golly thought about it. Back to Davis. Davis to a cutting Rysam. That's no good. It is blocked on the way through. Up ahead quickly is Brewer. Brewer sifts through the defense. Doesn't go.
Oh, man.
And Mackenzie Golly comes down with the rebound.
It didn't go, but it was close, Adam. My goodness.
Shockman will pull it out as Bukers was right there. Getting it inside to Golly. Out to Rysam. She'll take the 3. That's up. That's no good. Rebound into the hands of Johnson.
Well, good look there for Rysam.
And a foul is going to be called on the Bombers. It'll be the first foul on either team, believe it or not, here in the second half.
I think they're going to get Shockman, and I watched her as she went. She that was all ball. It was close.
It'll be on Rysam. It'll be her second.
Well, we got a sub here for PRB. That's Ariana Burns, who will check into the game for Eveland.
Johnson will inbound it once again. Gets it in to Bukers, excuse me. Shot is up and blocked there by Beck. Ball is loose, still loose into the hands of Shockman. Up ahead to Davis. Davis has a one-on-one opportunity. Ball fake, layup, no good.
No! Oh my gosh, what a smart play there by her, because she got the shot fake and then took the shot, and then she just completely missed on the layup.
And that shot is no good by Bukers.
Man.
Really good defense by both squads there on those fast break opportunities.
Well, good defense, but you know what I'm seeing here from Braham? Offensively, they are really doing a good job of playing good defense, getting back on offense quickly, but you know what they're doing? They're gearing it down. and they're taking time offensively to set things up, to get things, a good pass, good passing lanes, and good looks.
You want to be very careful to do that because you don't want to get complacent. You want to slow it down, but in your rhythm.
Well, and that's what they're doing, too, is because we're still seeing good shots. We're still seeing good looks. Yes, they've missed a few, but still they are more in rhythm than not.
They're moving around. They're finding good shots inside to Lenez.
Ooh.
Lenez.
What a grab.
Loses it, and it's going to be stolen away by Burns.
Yeah,
Bukers.
She lost it, and then it was on her back. She had no clue.
Bukers will get it to Tulenchik, and Johnson will set up the offense for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Lenez. She was just double teamed. She tried to keep it alive, and
the foul is going to be on Shockman. It'll be her first, team second. Pine River-Backus only 2 points here in the second half so far.
Well, it's been a Braham has the advantage, but it's still been a little bit of a slow start for both squads.
Yeah, it has been. Very good defense by both teams.
Very similar to that first game we had.
Johnson will get it to Evelyn. Evelyn back to Johnson. 7 on the shot clock. Driving is Bukers. She gets cut off. Loses it on the way through. 3 on the shot clock. That's no good.
Oh, yep.
And
that's going to be a foul.
That's going to be a push-off on Tulenchik.
Yep. Yeah, she went over the back of the Braham defender, even though that's, again, there's technically no over the back in high school, but that's what it was.
Davis will bring the ball up for the Bombers. Getting it to Shockman. Shockman here on the near side wing. Trying to get it inside to Golly. That was an ill-advised pass, trying to force it.
Yeah, I didn't really understand that one. The pass was, albeit a good pass, but it was just not the smartest of passes that time.
Shockman will inbound it. Getting it to Davis. Davis to Lenez. Lenez at the free throw line, back to Golly. Shockman, ball fake. Picks up her dribble. Back to Davis. Davis will get it to Rysam on the far side wing. Gets a screen. Rysam getting it to Shockman. Shockman with 8 on the shot clock. Lenez to Rysam for 3 from the top of the key. Big shot there by Morgan Rysam.
Well, there were a couple times where I thought, man, they didn't take that shot, and they were a little bit slow in getting the ball up for a possible shot, but then they finish it off with a Rysam 3, and that's where Rysam is so key, is she's able to so quickly recognize where she's at and put up a good shot.
Now the Bombers have their largest lead of the night, and a nice find there to Bukers. Gets it to go. Rysam hands it off to Davis. Davis on the near side wing. Back out to Lenez. Lenez will get it to Rysam. Rysam getting it to Davis in the corner. She'll take the 3. That's up. That's short. Rebound into the hands of Rysam. Rysam kicks it out to Golly from the mid-range. That's up. That's no good. Rebound into the hands of Johnson. Johnson gets it poked out of there by Rysam, and she chases it down, able to get it to Shockman. Shockman needing some help.
I don't think Rysam knew that she
finds
had already.
Rysam, but it'll be through her hands.
Yeah, Rysam was trying to go up the court, and I don't think she realized that Shockman had picked up her dribble, and everyone else was down in the offense, and she was just waiting for everybody to get back, but nobody got back.
36-22 is the Braham lead here with 11:24 left to play. It'll be Tiger basketball. Johnson inbounding it. Getting it to Bukers in the corner. She'll try to take a baseline, spin move. Shot is up, shot is short, rebound into the hands of Shockman. Shockman will get it to Rysam. She'll bring it up. Full court press being deployed by the Tigers. Back to Shockman. Shockman will get it to Lenez. Lenez to Shockman. Shockman will get it to Davis. Davis inside to Golly. Golly with the cutting Davis. Layup is up, no good. It was blocked. Saved by, no, it was not saved by the Bombers. It'll be Tiger basketball.
Yeah, she couldn't quite get her hands up through the contact on that one. They had their hands on the ball, did PRB, so good job by them, but Davis did everything she could to try and get that one through.
36-22 is the Bomber lead, 10:50 left to play. Johnson brings it up the court. She'll have it in the front court with a couple seconds to spare. Up ahead to Brewer. Brewer trying to get it to to Bukers. Defended well. Close to a 5-second violation. as Evelyn will take the three. That's no good. Long rebound into the hands of the Tigers, but a little bit too far as Crimmins gets it into the hands of Obama.
What a move by Shockman.
Shockman with a quick first step, getting it to go.
Yeah, that's a nasty move there by Shockman, and that'll get a little bit of momentum back in Braham's favor now. Maybe they can start scoring again and start to maybe put this one away.
Johnson will get it to Brewer, gets a screen from Crimmins. Back out to Bukers. Bukers to Brewer. Brewer driving, gets cut off. Tough shot, gets it to go.
She has made that shot a few times here tonight, and now we're going to get a jump ball, so it is going to go back to PRB.
Jump ball called, and it'll be 9:49 left to play. Braham leads 38-24. It'll be Leah Evelyn inbounding it.
We got a couple substitutions there for Braham.
The inbound will go to Crimmins. Out to Bukers. Bukers will take it baseline. Out to Evelyn. Evelyn to Johnson. She'll take the three. That's up. That's no good. Rebound to Beck. Good shot there by the Tigers. That's the one they wanted.
And again, Braham is okay with allowing those, not necessarily allowing them, but they're okay with seeing those because they, more times than not, are able to get a rebound if it's missed.
And Braham turns the ball over. So it'll be Tigers basketball. Braham playing a little sloppy here as of late.
Well, neither team is playing particularly great here in the last few minutes.
Clean second half so far.
No, neither team playing super well. Braham does have the advantage because they force more turnovers, but they aren't being super careful with the ball either.
Brewer will take the three. That's
right into the hands of Linus.
Rysam needing some help, and Coach Lloyd needs a timeout.
Yeah, the offense was getting, they brought themselves forward, and then Rysam had to pick up a dribble as she got into a little bit of a trap there.
We'll take this opportunity to listen to one of our sponsors.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Welcome back here on WCMP. Adam Hefty and Ethan Gilman here at the campus of St. Cloud State University for the Section 5A championship between the Braham Bombers and the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Braham leads 38-24 with 9:11 left to play. A defensive battle here tonight.
Yeah, this second half, we mentioned before the break, hasn't been the cleanest for either team. Braham leads on the turnover margin, but they also haven't been super clean with the ball. So you'd like to see them clean it up a little bit here and start to score a few more points.
Ball is hit out of bounds, staying Braham basketball. Tigers deploying their full court press. Braham was able to beat it easily.
Well, that's that team speed of Braham.
Yeah.
I mean, there's few teams who are going to be able to successfully run a full court press on them. Just, again, simply because of the team speed.
Bridget Golly for three in the corner is no good. Into the hands of Brewer. Brewer crosses over, goes to the middle of the floor. She'll pass it out to Bukers. She'll take a shot fake, driving, gets cut off by Davis. Brewer driving, has the baseline blocked by Rysam. 4-on-3 opportunity. Rysam will slow it down.
I like this, slowing it down a little bit, trying to get the offense into a set here. And
the clock is your friend as Beck takes the mid-range, gets it to go.
Yeah, I like it because, again, I feel like they've been too quick at taking shots here in this second half. That's why it hasn't been as clean. But another steal.
Lenez with the steal, going in for the layup. Good.
Well, there you go. There's 4 points in a row, and now you force PRB to take a timeout because you have just simply pushed momentum on your side, and that I truly believe that is because they went through a set offensively that they got.
Well, this is exactly what we were talking about. These leads can kind of explode, and I think Coach Shelley really saw it happening in front of his eyes, so he took a timeout as Braham took their largest lead of the night so far. It's 18. It's tough to score 18 points, period, in a full game against this Bomber team.
Well, it is, but again, talk about how the half started. And then here in these last 2 possessions for Braham, That's really what you want to see if you're Braham. You want to see them start to get things going this way, maybe run a few more sets offensively. You don't need to be that fast now. You've got the lead. You can slow it down. You can go through some more sets. You don't have to play at this breakneck pace anymore. And I think that's what they're realizing is, hey, we can settle it down a little bit. We can slow ourselves down, go through some sets. And I think that while doing that, they're also helping their offense settle in a little bit more, and then they're able to go back and play some more half-court, full-court defense.
Yeah, the clock really is your friend, so you really want to take that time off. But we said it, you got to stay within your rhythm. Otherwise, you get got. It'll be Tigers basketball. Braham in the full-court press. It'll be Buchers bringing it up the sideline. She gets cut off by Beck. Taking it baseline, stolen away once again by Lenez. Rysdam bringing it up. She's on the near side wing. Schockman. She'll drive. Kicks it out to Beck. Beck daring her to shoot. She does. Gives it to go. Jenna Beck.
I was going to say, don't dare her to do that because she will take it, and she can make it from there.
45-24. Braham leads with 7.5 left to play. Buchers will take the three for the answer. Got it. And that was a huge shot by Mimi Buchers.
That was a big one. I've got an A&W hometown handoff update here. Chisago Lakes, unfortunately, our other local team playing tonight, fell to Grand Rapids, the number 1 seed. So congrats to Chisago Lakes on a great year.
Three by Evelyn got it. Back-to-back threes by Leah Evelyn. Cuts the lead to 15 with 7 minutes left to play. Bridget Golly to Beck. Inside to Lenez. Lenez trying to get it to Bridget Golly cutting, but it'll go out of bounds as Mackenzie Golly and Emily Davis will come back in for the Bombers.
And I was going to say, if you're Braham, hey, it's okay. But you need to make sure that you're not coming back and playing too quick offensively, because if you do that, you're just kind of playing into what PRB wants right now, especially after making 2 big threes like that.
Nice seal there by Mackenzie Golly, and draws the foul on Brewer.
I don't know. Brewer is kind of questioning the foul, but that's a pretty clear foul. She got it right on the arm, so there's no question about that one.
So Mackenzie Golly at the line for 2 free throws. She split a pair in the first half. There's a third foul on Brewer. First free throw is up and no good.
Well, neither side has really been to the free throw line too often, so you can't blame Mackenzie Golly here for not making the first, because just haven't seen it.
Second one is up and rims out, no good. Rysdam steals the rebound away, no good. Has another opportunity, it'll go out of bounds. And it'll go Tigers' way.
Well, those are the ones you have to have if you're Braham. Yes, free throws are one thing, but if you get the rebound like that, if you're Rysdam and you basically steal it from the other team, we're gonna need a foul there on Mackenzie. She's just trying to make up for the misses, but a little too aggressive that time. But yeah, you gotta have those if you're Braham.
That's her second, team's third. Both teams with just 3 fouls. So with just less than 7 minutes left to play, Braham leads 45-30. It'll be Johnson inbounding it, going full court to Buchers. Shot is up, good, and the foul.
And this is where you start to see momentum shift, because Braham's trying to do too much right now to get everything back in one. They have to settle down.
It'll be the third foul on Golly. Buchers is split a pair in the first half. This free throw is no good. Rebound into the hands of Rysdam. Rysdam up ahead, getting it to Schockman. Schockman will slow things down.
They really need to. I would like to see them go through a full set here, take some time off the clock, get it, and shoot it with maybe 5 seconds left.
Lenez to Golly. Golly in the lane, ball's loose, picked up by Lenez. Schockman getting out to Lenez. 12 on the shot clock. Schockman has it. Getting it to Davis. Davis to Lenez. Lenez over to Golly. Golly with 5 on the shot clock. In the lane, no good. Rebound into the hands of Evelyn.
Now, I know they didn't make it, but I am really okay with that set there and that possession by Braham, because you took time off the clock. You didn't quite get a good look, but you still got the shot off with very little time.
Brewer gets a layup to go. And it is an 9-0 run here by the Tigers, cutting it to an 11-point lead. Lenez has it, getting it to Shockman. Shockman to Lenez. Lenez back to Shockman, trying to get it inside to Rysdam. Golly has it at the top of the key, inside to Lenez. Lenez out to Shockman. Shockman to Davis. Davis driving. Layup is up, no good, but she'll draw a foul. That'll be on Buchers. It'll just be her first, and Davis will head to the line for 2.
Yep, I like that. Again, just taking time off the clock, running your set, trying to find the good passing lanes and the good looks at the basket. So I'm totally okay with that. And again, I'd like to see them continue that here. But you just got to make sure defensively you're getting back in time, because right now they're just not.
First free throw is up and no good.
Also, you're looking to Braham now, and you're just kind of asking your girls, hey, who's going to be the one who steps up? Who is going to be the one? Because right now, everything's going PRB's way.
Second free throw is good there by Davis. And timeout on the floor. We'll take this opportunity as well to take a break. We'll be back here on WCMP after word from some of our sponsors.
We're out here on the range today to remind you that high school trap season is almost upon us. And if you or your favorite shooter needs to get geared up, the place to go is Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. They've got the largest selection of new and used firearms, plenty of ammo for practice and competition. They've got archery gear, conceal and carry classes, and loading supplies. So if you're getting ready to head out on the range, make your first stop to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. Whew, nice one.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Welcome back here on WCMP. Adam Hefty and Game Day Gilman here in St. Cloud for the Section 5A championship. Braham leads 46-34 over Pine River-Backus. 5:34 left to play. It'll be Tigers basketball. It was a 21-point lead. It is now 12. Johnson will inbound it to Buchers. Buchers will bring it up for the Tigers. Out to Johnson. Johnson looking for somebody, has Evelyn. She'll take the three. That could have been blocked there by Rysdam. Kicks it out to Brewer. Brewer in the lane. Tough shot, doesn't fall. Rebound, Golly.
That's a really strong rebound by Mackenzie Golly.
Davis.
Oh, no.
That's a turnover on the Bombers.
Well, and I was just about to say, if you're the Bombers, now you just got to be looking for the high percentage passes, because PRB is going to give you all the pressure in the world, so you got to find the high percentage passes and be sure the passing lanes are open.
Buchers will take a three. That's short. Rebound. Saved. Into the hands of Lenez. Lenez will get it to Rysdam. Rysdam will jog it up, slow things down. To a cutting Lenez. Lenez's layup is no good. Rebound to Buchers.
Well, again, that's one you have to have if you're Braham. You can't leave that short when you are wide open like that. So a little bit unfortunate there for Lenez.
Evelyn out to Johnson. Johnson here on the near side wing to Buchers. Buchers will get it to Tulinchek. Shot is up. Tough shot. Gets it to go with Brewer.
I tell you what, she's had about 5 of those shots that she's gotten pretty lucky to fall. I didn't think she was going to be able to keep it up, but hey, I guess luck is on her side with some of those shots.
The lead is down to 10 with less than 4.5 left to play. Rysdam has it on the far side wing. Gets a screen. Getting it to Shockman. Shockman to Lenez, out to Davis. She'll take the three. That's up. That's good.
Yep.
Big shot.
I like that. Big
shot there by Emily Davis.
And I kind of said it. Who's going to be the one? Who's going to be the one? Who's going to take over? And Emily Davis drains that one. And, man, they really desperately needed that one.
Brewer inside of Buchers. Shot is up. Tough shot. Defended really well.
Ooh.
Thrown out of there into the hands of Shockman. Shockman gets it stolen away by Buchers. Layup is up. That's no good. And that's one Tulinchek wants back.
Yeah, it'll be one she wants back, but Bombers are bringing it forward now.
49-36, 3.5 left to play. Davis out to Golly. Mackenzie Golly.
And Davis could have easily taken that to the basket, Adam, but she realized, hey, we need to take some time off here.
Shockman has it, and a foul is going to be called on the Tigers. Not really a bad foul, especially where we're at in the game.
Well, no, it's they're only their fifth at this point, so in 3:25 to go, down by 13. Not necessarily a bad foul.
And you want to stop this clock, so getting them to the free throw line and getting as many opportunities as you can.
You need to be smart about it. Don't want to be giving up a silly foul.
Golly will get it to Davis, or Shockman rather. Shockman will get it to Davis. She'll set up the offense.
Hey, she looked at it for a moment, thought about shooting it from there. Oh,
and that's going to be a foul on Tulenchik.
See, that's a silly foul in my opinion. Tulenchik did not need to come in that hot, especially out of position like that when Shockman is driving this way. She came in. That's one of the more silly fouls.
Shockman will inbound it to Beck. Beck on the wing. Back to Shockman. Shockman will drive. Gets cut off really well. Out to Golly. Mackenzie Golly to Shockman. Ball fake. 10 on the shot clock. She'll drive. Layup is up.
Drive.
Tough shot. Doesn't fall, but she is fouled on the way through, and Shockman will head to the line for 2.
That was a good drive from the get-go from Shockman. Just couldn't get it to fall, but it draws the foul anyways.
That's going to be on Buchers. It'll be her second.
Well, now all of a sudden, PRB has 7 team fouls.
3 fouls on this possession alone as Shockman will head to the line for 2. First one is good.
Ooh. Got a really friendly roll off the back of the rim there.
Hey, whatever way works, right?
Exactly.
Second one is up, and that rim's out no good. Rebounded Davis. Davis brings it back out.
Oh, that's, yep.
And a foul is going to be called on Evelyn.
Yeah, well, Evelyn doesn't like it, but she got a little bit too much contact there and got her hand out way too late. There was just too much contact. So that will send now Davis to the line for a 1-and-1.
Davis split a pair here in the second half. First free throw is up and good.
Well, and I was going to say, I don't know if PRB really wants Braham at the line shooting free throws. They're a very good free throw shooting team.
Davis leads all scores with 19. Second one is up. The second one is good. Make it 20.
Yeah, it's been her night this evening, and I'm glad that they're not trying to force anybody else to do it. They've just kind of understood that it's her, and they've gotten it out to her, and now we'll see a foul here on Beck.
That's going to be on the Bombers, just the 5th.
So Beck's second.
2:45 left to play. Braham leads 52-36. Evelyn will inbound it.
Ooh,
to Tulenchik. Out to Evelyn. Evelyn will take the 3, just blocked away by Rysam like it was nothing. She's going the other way. Ball fake. Layup. Good.
What a fake by Rysam. Had the young lady jumping out of her shoes.
Oh, excuse me. As Evelyn will get it to Tulenchik. She'll drive. Got away with a kind of a push-off there. Brewer.
Yeah, I don't know if it was enough for a foul to be called.
Johnson driving, kicks it out to Evelyn. See if it falls. That's going to be short into the hands of Davis. Davis brings it up. She's across the timeline over to Shockman. Beck has it. Beck back to Shockman. 2 minutes left to play. Back to Davis. Golly has it. Has it to Davis. Davis will get it to Rysam. There's no urgency in this Pine River-Backus defense.
I am really surprised that they haven't tried to foul. They're going to get a
jump ball, it'll be Braham basketball.
I am not sure what PRB's thinking right there. Under 2 minutes, you're down by 18. You've got to get a foul quick, and they just, not that they did it nonchalant, but my goodness, you got to speed it up if you even want to have a chance.
Shockman will inbound it to Golly.
Still no urgency, Adam.
Mackenzie Golly will get it to Shockman with 7 on the shot clock. Davis will drive. Nice pass to Golly. Mid-range jumper is good there by Mackenzie Golly.
Well, it's kind of disheartening to see the way PRB played defense right there.
Evelyn setting up the offense for the Tigers. The lead is back up to 20. As Tulenchik will get it to Brewer, and Brewer will drive. Shot is up. Shot is no good, but a foul is going to be called. It'll be on Davis, her second. team 6th. So that's going to send the Tigers to the line. First one is up and no good. There by Brewer. She's 1 for 3 from the line so far tonight.
She's had a really good second half, though. She's had 8 points here in this second half.
Second free throw is no good as Beck. Never mind. Mackenzie Golly comes down with the rebound. So an empty trip for the Tigers. We'll get it to Schockman.
There was an attempted foul. They didn't call it, though.
Beck in the corner. Cross-court pass going to Davis. Davis will just hold the basketball.
Yeah, man,
Beck has it. 1 minute left to play.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate for PRB. It almost looked.
It's
I
almost
hate
like
to
they're
see
conceding.
that. Yeah, and I didn't really want to. I was gonna say it, and I didn't really want to, but it just seemed like it.
Schockman will take a 3. That's
man.
no good. Rysam comes down with the rebound.
I thought it was going
Beck,
in.
And she'll get it to Schockman. Schockman with 38 seconds.
It's 35 seconds away from Braham, headed back to the state tournament.
Beck has it. Getting it to Golly. Golly back to Rysam. 1 on the shot clock. She'll take the 3. That's no
a shot clock
good.
violation. Here
So
we go.
As we get a
ladies and
line
gentlemen.
change.
Adam, they're headed back.
Grace.
They are going back. Braham has done it.
We have Sierra Lilly, Grace Kunke, Maddie Eklund, Avery Johnson, and Bristol Lakeberg in for the Tigers as a timeout is called.
This is just going to get these younger ladies in for PRB, get them some experience out on this St. Cloud State court. But here we go, Adam. We're 17 seconds away from seeing Braham head back to the state tournament.
And it's been a ride here tonight. I mean, head coach Loy, he's going to come away with a victory, but he's also going to have some things to teach.
Oh yeah,
as well.
There's always things to teach in a game, especially of this magnitude. There are always, especially with your just team in general, if you're not continuing to teach these young ladies and young men, well, then you're not going to be successful. There is always something you can learn, again, especially in a big game like this. So there will obviously be some things that they're going to point out and go, hey, this cannot happen now at the state tournament. We have to do better than that when we go to the state tournament. Otherwise, it's going to be an early exit. But they are headed back to the state tournament in now 15 seconds.
Shot is up, no good, and that's going to send Crimmins to the line for 2.
She didn't like the foul call there, but I think it is the correct call.
Bristol Lakeberg will pick up her first foul. I want to congratulate the Tigers on a really good season. Seniors for the Tigers include Kaylee Johnson, Sawyer Tullenchick, Mimi Bukers, and Ariana Burns.
It's spelled the same as Paige Becker, so.
It is.
And there's a little bit of confusion as to who's supposed to be in and out. Coach Loy having a good laugh, though.
Morelli Myers and number 34, Kaylin Rowles, in for the Bombers, as Myers will get it to Eklund, and she will just dribble out the clock here. With
5 seconds.
And the clock will hit zeros, and the Braham Bombers are heading back to the state tournament.
Well, twice they fell to the same team 2 years in a row, and now they come back and play a team they've played before, and they say, not this time. This is our year.
And that demon has been slayed by the Bombers, getting past the Section 5.
Well, Adam, I just want to say, it has not just been this group. It has been last year, the year before.
It's been a journey.
The year before. It has been each and every one of those senior groups that have helped this team grow to this point. And if you don't think that, well, you are crazy, because those seniors have led to this moment from years past to now.
And who's in the front row there on the Braham side? But you have Alex Rysdam there in the front row, a senior from last year, supporting her sister Morgan, but also her teammates from last year as well.
Well, it's been a journey the last 3 years for this team. Again, last 2 years, it's been Walker Hack, Zach Akeley. Last year, it was overtime. A game they should have won, Adam. They lost that second half, but they got it sent to overtime, and it was close until the last couple minutes of overtime when Walker Hack and Zach Akeley just simply took over. And now Braham coming to this year, they knew what they needed to do. It was scheduling. It was the practices. It was understanding the moment. It was understanding where you wanted to get to and not overlooking anything. We had talked about, how many times have we talked about complacency in teams?
Yeah, absolutely, and that is exactly what we did not see here tonight.
You just look at the other games. Look not just the playoffs. Look at the regular season. Look at the losses they had. They could have easily went, we're not good enough to stick with these teams. No, instead they went, hey, here's what we did, and here's what we did good against these teams. Here's what we need to fix. And now let's take it forward and go bring it to this section championship game. And they did, and they come away with the win, and now they are back to the state tournament.
It is an incredible team effort, not just for this season. You said it before.
Yeah.
It's been the past 4 seasons that this Braham Bombers team has built their program, and I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon.
Well, let me tell you this. The seniors from last year, we're sitting here and going, you better win this, because we didn't make that journey with you guys for nothing. You better go out and win this year, and they did. And again, we'll mention it many, many more times, but it's not just this team. The seniors from the 3-4 years past have helped this team grow to this. And this isn't just this year's team's win. It is the last 4 years' team's win. And I can guarantee you, whether it's sisters, whether it's classmates, it doesn't matter. The other teams from years past are going to be here congratulating this team, and they are going to be down at state watching this team.
Braham has always traveled well. They've been itching to get back to Williams Arena. Or Maturi Pavilion, I believe it's at.
Well, yeah, they're going to be back, and they're going to be back with a vengeance, and it's not just going to be a one-and-done type of thing for them. This is a team that will contend for a title this season. Class Single A is strong, but Adam, how many teams have they played? They played Mayor Lutheran. They beat them.
Yeah.
That's going to be more than likely one of the teams at the state tournament. This team beat them. This team is going to contend for a state tournament title when it comes time, and they will play the first round at Maturi Pavilion. We don't know what time yet because we don't know what seed they'll get. I have a feeling they'll be a top 4. So if that's the case, I mean, you're still looking at
I don't see them being a number 1 seed.
I don't think so. I think that will probably be Hillcrest. I could see Hillcrest. I think they're only 27-2 at this point, so I think Hillcrest will be the number 1 if they win. But there are plenty of other teams. But I think realistically 3-4 could be their slot. If that's the case, they'd play at either 1 or 5 at Maturi Pavilion.
And, I mean, the Bombers have built themselves quite the resume this season.
Well, they have, and it all came down to this game. But we've got some business to take care of, Adam, so why don't we go ahead and hear word from our fine sponsors.
Eat better, buy more, spend less is more than a slogan at Chris's Food Center. From fresh produce to top quality meats and prime rib dinner served every Friday night. Visit Chris's Food Center in Sandstone or check out their weekly deals at chrissfoodcenter.com.
The anytime for anyone that's got a little of everything for that special someone. Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone. Northern Bloom carries handmade, one-of-a-kind gifts. And whether you want to pick up a bouquet of flowers on the way home or have them delivered to the ones you love, think Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Lightforce braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W Root Beer Freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Back here on WCMP, Cool Country, 100.9 FM, Ethan Game Day, Gilman, Adam Hefty on this call. The Braham Bombers are headed back to the state tournament. It's been a while. It has been a long time coming, too, where this Braham team has been trying for the last however many years to get back there. It's been the last two that I've seen against Waukerak Akeley. They were close, but no cigar, and this year they were able to do it and finish it off against PRB. Again, they beat them now twice in this season, and they are headed to the state tournament. They'll play in that state tournament. What date? Well, let me tell you. They will play on the 12th. What day is that? That is Thursday. So they will play in the state tournament on Thursday. Time and team they'll play against to be determined. But we will be down there, and we will be calling that game as long as they are at the state tournament. We will be down there for that, or those calls, I should say. They don't just, even if they lose in the first round, you still go to consolation. So no matter how or where or when they go, we will be there, and we will be on that run. And this is a team that can compete for a state title. I don't say that lightly, Adam. I'm quite serious when I say it.
Yeah, it's incredible. This is a big accomplishment for the Bombers, getting their way back to the state tournament. Quite the pedigree that these Bombers have to live through, and that's exactly what they've lived up to. As we're going to get joined by head coach Zach Loy and seniors Avery Schockman and Emily Davis here. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, coming into this game, you saw Pine River-Backus already. We'll take a look at the pregame here. What did you want to do? What did you want to accomplish coming into this one?
Play phenomenal defense.
Mission accomplished.
100%.
Going into this game, got a little sloppy, but that was because of Pine River-Backus' defense there in the second half. But we're really able to fight through it and build the lead back up. What do you credit that to?
I'm just really, really proud of the girls and the discipline that they showed tonight and the maturity that they showed tonight. We've been in this situation a couple times before, and we let it slip through our fingers. And we learned our lessons. We really took care of the basketball. We defended for an entire game, and I'm just so proud of their effort tonight.
Yeah, and now moving on to the state tournament, that one of the Dragons has been slayed, getting through the section championship, but the work's not done, I would imagine.
Not at all.
So you excited for this coming week?
How could you not be, right?
Absolutely. Well, Coach, congratulations. I'll have you pass that on over. I believe next up is Avery Schockman, looks like, a wing player for the Bombers. Avery, congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you very much.
Selfishly, I'm so proud of you guys. Great job.
Thank you.
That is awesome. So coming to this game, was there any kind of nerves coming into this one?
We were definitely nervous, but I think it was more of a excited nervous. We just wanted to get out here and play. Coach Loy was dragging on the talk in the locker room, and we just wanted to get out there and play. We were so ready.
Yeah, and then throughout this game, it really became a little messy, but it looks like you guys like that kind of basketball.
Yeah, if we can get their defense scrambling and get us up and down the court, then other teams stand no chance.
Moving on to the state tournament, what are you most excited about going to the state tournament?
Just being with this team for one last time. I love them so much. We worked so hard for this, and definitely the hotel stay. I'm so excited to room with them. I love them so much.
That's awesome. Well, Avery, congratulations. I'll have you pass it on to Em here.
Thank you.
But that's awesome. And senior guard Emily Davis, point guard, I would dare to say the leader of this squad, at least bringing the ball up the court, really chucking the ball up lately. So some of those shots have been falling. I haven't seen you. I saw you with the Belgrade Brutenell Rosa game, and you seemed to come out of your shell there with that one, but hitting a couple big shots here tonight as well.
Yeah.
So what has brought you to that confidence, being able to take those shots and maybe being the quote-unquote guy to kind of build this offense up?
Well, my coach came and talked to me. He said, we need you to shoot more threes. You're not when you're open, you need to shoot the ball. My teammates are very encouraging, and I think that helps a lot. And I don't know, I think we got to play harder when you get into playoffs, and that's kind of what built my confidence up.
Absolutely. And now this game, things got a little messy there. Like I was talking to Avery about, you guys kind of like that kind of basketball, but lead got down to 12. They went on a little run, but you guys were able to settle it down. What was the secret to that?
Well, we just knew that if the only way to come back or stay in it was to just settle down and play good defense and not let them score on us. And if we didn't let them score, we could build our lead up and, take it away.
Now, Bombers going back to the state tournament with your seniors. That's incredible. What's the confidence level for the Braham Bomber squad?
I think it's very high. We've seen most of the teams that we're going to be playing in the state tournament, and I think we just got to go in with the mindset that we have nothing to lose, and it's an amazing opportunity to even be there, and we just got to play our best.
All right. Well, Emily Davis from the Braham Bombers, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Of course. As we'll hand off the headset to Ethan Gilman. So the Bombers win 56-37. They'll move on to the state tournament. Do we know when things will get seeded, Ethan?
No, I would have no clue. I would assume tomorrow.
You're not in the room?
They don't want me in the room, Adam. Trust me, they don't want me in the room. Have you seen some of the seedings and how they've went out? Yeah, I would be. Anyways,
they don't. I don't envy their job.
Well,
they do their best, and they do their best. But Minnesota is such a big state, especially with single A. Getting it perfect is very difficult.
Well, I know our local area, and let me tell you, it was rough. No,
I know East Central Minnesota.
Yeah, well, we do. But no, tomorrow and Sunday we'll probably see things. So come Monday, you'll see things set in stone and who and when and where they'll be playing. So just stay tuned in the morning shows. We'll let you know. It's a great way to stay tuned. But if you're looking for yourself ahead of time, I would wait till Sunday afternoon, look at the MSHSL website. Then you'll probably see it there Sunday afternoon. So, give it time. We still got some section championships going on. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who they play. They played two state entrants at the first two games. Hillcrest Lutheran and Mater Lutheran 1-2. And now they lost to Hillcrest, but I have a feeling that game was a lot closer than that final score shows. So, and man, you look at this team again. If Mater Lutheran and Hillcrest both were to win, you're looking at yourselves and going, "We've already seen these guys. Let's just go out and beat them once again." So, I'll try and see if we got it updated on the MSHSL. Maybe MN Scores has it, but try and get some more section.
I got some
updates.
scores here if you
there
want
you go.
some. Should we take a break and come back to them?
If that's what you want to do,
Let's do that. Let's pay some bills.
When Minnesota winter hits hard, you want a heating expert who gets central Minnesota. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance, your hometown pros for furnaces, repairs, and smart upgrades that keep your home warm without burning cash. Locally owned, trusted for decades. Fast, honest service from people who live where you live. Stay warm, Minnesota. Dale's Heating and Appliance, the local heating experts who've got you covered. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com to set up your consultation today.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Here at Pine City Family Chiropractic, we want to help you feel your best every day by offering a variety of services to help you recover from an injury, perform your best at sports, or just to help you unwind after a long work week. Let our team of highly trained chiropractors, massage therapists, and acupuncturists help you rest, recover, and restore your physical and mental well-being. Call us today at 320-629-6717 to schedule your next wellness day.
Welcome back here on WCMP. Adam Hefty and Game Day Gilman here at the campus of St. Cloud State University as the Braham Bombers defeat the Pine River-Backus Tigers 56-37 to move on to the state tournament on Thursday. Ethan, we got some scores.
We do. There's a chance Braham plays somebody they've already seen. Mayor Lutheran did win their section over West Lutheran, so they will be headed to the state tournament. Also winning was Central MN Christian. They won in Section 3A. 2 single A, we don't know yet, St. Mary's and Bold. That game, well, it should have
Sleepy Eye St. Mary's won 62-60.
Well, there you
Bold.
go. Now we know.
Allegedly.
1 single A, it was New Richland. I got a bunch of co-ops there, but New Richland won over Hayfield Schaefer Academy. As we just continue on, obviously Braham won 5A, so we know that one. Hillcrest Lutheran did win over Breckenridge. We're really not too surprised on that one. And then 7 single A, it was Mountain Iron Buell beating Ely handedly. Ely, though, a 7 seed, man.
Upset Deer River.
Yeah,
So talk about a team that really didn't quit.
What a journey for Ely, man. You feel bad it's in the championship, but hey, they'll be back.
Yeah.
And then looks like Kelleher Northome beat Sacred Heart 66-45. So there's your state tournament for Class Single A for girls basketball. And Braham, they've played 3 out of those now 7 other teams
on purpose, even.
Yeah, and I think for me it's either Mountain Iron Buell or Hillcrest is going to get the 1 seed. The other one's going to get the 2, and then probably Mayer will probably get the 3. Maybe Central MN Christian. So as we look at that, Braham will maybe be on the wrong side of the 4th seed, so they might wind up getting a bottom 8 seed, which again,
there really is no benefit to being a top seed. I mean, if you look at it, there are certain teams that are, at a different tier,
right?
But just barely. And it's not like you get home court advantage or anything. I don't know
if
the people who seed it,
Right.
Like we said, they do their best, but Minnesota is such a big state that it's so hard to decide who the top 8 teams are.
The only difference in these games is that you wear your either home or your away jersey. That's the main difference. But it's still fun to see the seedings and how they play out. So if I were a bet man, I'd say 6 would probably be where they wind up, and they'll play 3. So that will, again, would be in my bracket would be Mayor Lutheran.
Yeah.
That's a team they saw. That's a team they beat. Now, obviously, both teams have improved since the season's gone along, but I would take Braham in another rematch.
And the 6th seed is not a bad place to be.
No, and you play at 5, which I don't mind. I like night games. I love night games. Although I also don't mind noon games. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, that's not a bad spot to be. It's going to be at the Maturi Pavilion. You win, you go to Williams. If you lose, you go to Gangelhoff. But either way, you're at the state tournament, and now it all turns up a notch. So now you go to practice Monday. You obviously heal up through the weekend, and I'm sure I would guarantee these young ladies are not just resting. They are texting each other, hey, what are you going to do? Well, here's what I'm doing. Well, what are you going to do? Well, here's what I'm doing. So there will be a lot of film that they will watch. They will.
They're lucky they have a 5-day break.
Well, yeah. Well, they don't, though. If you think about it, Monday you got to come to practice, and now you've got to prepare. So there really is no break for this team. You get the weekend here to celebrate, and I would almost bet Loy is getting in their ear saying, you can rest for 24 hours. After that, I don't want you resting. I want you getting back, watching film. I want you staying healthy. Don't go out and be stupid. Stay healthy. Stay at home this weekend. Just don't do. I mean,
wrap yourself in bubble wrap.
Exactly. I mean, how many times have we heard of something silly like that happening, where something like that happens, and someone winds up not being there for a state game. It's sad when it does happen, but no, I'm sure he's telling them, hey, let's get out. Let's come to practice Monday and work hard, and Tuesday let's get back to it, and then Wednesday have a little bit more of a rest day, shoot around, and then Thursday let's head to the state tournament and prove what we're all about. So, yeah, really, you get this weekend to kind of revel in the moment, but once Monday comes around, it is back to bit, and if you don't, you're just falling behind at that point.
Absolutely. Well, any final thoughts?
Yeah, it's been quite a ride. This season, man, we have had some really fun seasons with our local, and I'm just talking about since I've been sports director. We know the Braham runs that you have been a part of before, but since I've been sports director, we've had some really fun seasons. We've had multiple times where we've had teams in their section championship. I don't know that we've seen a year where we've had so much talent that we could have seen 2 games with 4 local teams. And we could have, in the other sections too, if we got a lucky bounce or 2, we could see another section championship with our local team. And this has just been an incredible season for all of our girls basketball teams this year, whether it be, the records that they want, getting here like Braham, or maybe it's not quite the record that you'd like to see them, but then they're going on a deep playoff run anyways. It has just been so much fun to be a part of this season. I've talked to coaches around the area, and they have just said this has just been one of the craziest, most fun years I have been a part of. And it's you said it last year, though, around this time, we're only getting better talent, and it's just continuing and we're not, there isn't a rebuild anymore for this area. It's only re-up, and that's what these teams are doing each and every year, and that's why we're able to get here. And what does that do for your program? Well, it just grows it, because now the younger athletes are seeing that, and they're like, I want to be the next one to do that. So now they're staying, and they're going harder at it in practice. They're staying later. They're going at it into these summer camps, or just doing it at home. It builds something for the future, and our entire area is doing that. It's not just Braham, it's not just Malacca, it's the Pine Cities, it's the East Centrals, it's the Hinckley Finlaysons. And I know it seems weird because maybe they didn't have quite the record that you'd look at and go, whoa, but we talked about it, and we've seen some of those games. Some of those teams, man, they had a chance to beat some of these teams. They gave some of these teams a good run for their money. So it's just been an incredible season. Obviously, congrats to Malacca on their great season as well. Section runners-up. They'll be back next year. I would bet money on that one, that they'll be back next year. But, Braham, what a finish. You did it. You finally got that monkey on off your back. But now there's the next monkey. Go to state, put your best foot forward, try and go compete for a state title, and I certainly think this team can do it.
Absolutely. So finishing up here at St. Cloud, the Braham Bombers defeat Pine River-Backus Tigers 56-37 to move on to the state tournament. For Ethan Game Day Gilman, I'm Adam Hefty, finishing up live here at St. Cloud State. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night, everybody.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP's 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.